What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since I've done a video, like 2 years actually, but that's okay. We're gonna get back into it. Today, I just went and picked up a brand new Stihl FS131R. Now, since obviously I got it at a dealership, since Stihl does not sell in box stores, this is technically an unboxing video. Brand new. All I've done is start it, run a little bit. Basically, I just kind of want to give my initial impressions here, as kind of to compare it to some of the older 4MX motors. Basically, to start off, I guess we can start down here. Trimmer head, same thing. They still use the auto cut 25.2 trimmer head, which I do like. I've heard a lot of good things about the Echo Speedfeed 400 and Speedfeed 450 heads. Haven't actually tried one out in person, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. But these from Stihl, I really do like these, so it comes with those. Gearbox is practically the same thing. They did change, though. They went to a 1 screw instead of 2 screws with the older gearbox like attachments. I don't know if it was because people were tightening one side and not the other, or breaking them or whatever. It's kind of less things to go wrong, so they simplified that. Guard, it's got a nice guard. Slightly different, I think, than some of the older ones, but basically the same thing. So that's about that. They did update, which I'm a real big fan of what they did in this area here. So they updated the handle. They put, which actually here, I can do the rest of the video with this up here. Like that. Apologize, I probably should have had it up there to start with. Basically, they put, I'll kind of zoom in here. You can see this is like the older one. This is a 2015 FS131R. It's kind of just all plastic, which these are okay. The anti-vibration on it's good, it's comfortable, but they put a rubber liner on the outside of the handle here. Makes it really comfortable. So I'm looking forward to that. They also updated, kind of same as the 111 here. They use now a plastic like hook for like shoulder straps and harnesses, as opposed to the metal ones, which, as you can see, can rust. They can rust over time. This is an older FS80R here. So they kind of alleviated that, plus a little bit of weight savings. The handle, if you compare the two triggers, you can obviously see that the older 90 is longer. The top part is longer on this than it is on the new 131, on the new ones. Now, just trying it out in the garage, I actually really like how this feels. I can get one finger, which they changed it back too. Instead of just like a big paddle on the back, it's kind of just this little trigger like. So far, I actually, just from running it in the garage, again, haven't used it, it's brand new, haven't actually tested it yet, but just from being in the garage, I actually really like this. And they have like a rubber coating on the handle too, on the grip here, which is, pretty comfortable. And also a big improvement is to stop it, boom, you hit the button, as opposed to here. This is stop, that's run, and then start. You pull the trigger, put it in the start, and that's run, that's off. So, quick, starting and stopping procedure. And to kind of continue with that, they now have a semi-automatic choke, which the 111 has the same thing. Basically, to start this, if it'd be a complete cold start, you'd push this in, twist it, prime it a couple times, come down here, you pull it, it starts, boom, hit the trigger, it comes right off. So that's pretty neat as compared to the old ones, where you put it in, the run, and then you put it in start like I did before, and then the choke. It's a manual choke. Obviously I'll show you here. It doesn't, it doesn't do anything. So that's that. As far as weight, picking, I'll back up here a little bit. You know, as far as picking, you know, the 90 up and then picking the 131 up, very, very similar in weight. You know, obviously, you know, the 131 is not my first 4-mix motor. It's not my first Stihl. You know, I kind of knew what to expect as far as weight and, you know, balance and overall feel, I guess you could say, is concerned. I kind of knew what to expect, but really, all in all, you know, there's not much of a difference as far as weight between this and this. You know, obviously they use, you know, the same, you know, they use the same platforms and everything, you know, all the way. So the 90R is now a 91R, which is this exact same updated head. The only difference between the 91, the 111, and the 131 is the engine inside. That's it. That's the only difference. You know, the gearboxes are the same, the deflectors are the same, the drive shafts, the whole way up, the new handles, the new throttles, triggers, the new choke system, everything, you know, the plastics up above, new fuel tank too. They put a bigger fuel tank on the newer ones as compared to the older ones. It's like 30-some%, you know, more fuel, which I'm not doing exactly an apples to apples comparison. I'm not comparing the 90 and the 91R to see, you know, how much longer it'll actually last. You know, again, I'm using a 131R that is a bigger engine. It's more horsepower. You know, the 131 comes in at 1.9 horsepower, almost 2 horsepower. And the 90 and the 91Rs come in at like 1.25, 1.3, somewhere in there. So, you know, obviously the 131s have a lot more horsepower. They're going to be using more fuel. So as far as, you know, will it run longer? Obviously it's going to run longer than the older 130s, which were this design, but I'm not sure how much longer it's going to run than the 90, because again, it's not apples to apples. But with that being said, the only difference, like I was saying, between the 90s, the 91s, the 111s, and the 130s is literally just the engine, the size of the engine. That's it. Everything is identical. Weight, you know, specs, length, size, everything is identical. So basically, kind of to just sum this up, I wanted to just do a, you know, quote-unquote unboxing video here, you know, of the trimmer. Again, you know, all I've done is run it, you know, in the garage. Haven't actually used it. I will go ahead. It is warm. Just been kind of running it through some break-in cycles, I guess. I could go ahead and start it real quick for you. You know, it's a 4-mix motor. It doesn't sound much different than the, you know, 90s or the 111s, or 91s, I should say. But, again, I'll just kind of go over the procedure here. Now, obviously, this is a warm start, so I don't need to use the choke. But if I did, I'd twist it, push it just like that. Go ahead here. I would prime it a few times, which it's already warm, so there's really no need to do this. I'm trying to do this one-handed here. Go ahead and pull it. Which, it's warm, so it's probably not going to work. So we'll just put it on regular start here. Now what probably happened is I actually probably flooded it, but again, I'm trying to just show the startup procedure of normal, so, but that's it. Brand new, just got it this morning. Yeah, so you can see it's still kind of trying to break in, but we're running through some more break-in cycle here, and we'll go from there. We'll get out and do some videos with it. Initial impression, again, I kind of knew what to expect, but as far as weight and everything, I'm impressed with the weight. You know, I can still pick it up, you know, one-handed, not really with a problem. You know, this is a heavier trimmer. It comes in like 12, 13 pounds in that area. You know, it's not like a brand new FS131R, which is, you know, around 10 pounds. You know, or the 80R that I have over here, same thing, it's about 10 pounds. You know, it's definitely a heavier trimmer, comparable in weight to the Echo SRM like 3020 or the 3020T. You know, so it is a heavier trimmer, but again, like I said, for the additional basically 3/4 of a horsepower from the 91 to the 131, I don't notice a weight difference. I really don't. So with that being said, you know, we'll do some videos on it and we'll go from there. But you know, initial impression, I like it. Really like what they did with the handle. Again, this is really comfortable from what I can tell right away. The handle, I'm a real big fan of that. And you know, the semi-automatic choke system, you know, for startups is really, really cool too. So alrighty, well, thank you everybody. Have a good one, and take it easy. Thanks for watching.